Hello, nice to see you all. Awesome. Did you follow the pack signal? Peace and quiet. Look for directions and listen to your teacher. It's so nice to see you all. I thought we'd start off with a little hello song. Please turn on your best singing voices. Singing voices are different than, say, a speaking voice like the one I'm using right now. It's also different than, say, whisper voice. And also different than, say, a calling voice. As we sing this next song, I'm going to put up 4 pictures for you to look at. In each picture, you're going to see students using each of our 4 voices that we use in music class. You're also going to see the Spanish word for each verb. I'm going to put up a couple of pictures, and with our hello song, I thought we'd kind of play a little game. Let's sing it through all the way first, because you do have your best singing voice on, right? And you're going to echo Mr. Brock. Now, does echo mean the same or does it mean different? That's right, it means the same, doesn't it? So if I were to sing, hello there, did you sing what Mr. Brock sung? Awesome, let's keep going. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy. Now this part's my favorite because we all get to do it together. That we're all here together again. Now what if I were to use a different kind of voice? What if I were to use my speaking or my talking voice? Could we try that? You echo Mr. Brock. Hello there. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy that we're all here together again. Whoa, so we've used our singing voice, we've used our speaking voice. Let's try our whisper voice. I'll have to play my guitar softer so we can hear the whispers. Hello there. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy that we're all here together again. Could you hear my whispering? Now, the last kind of voice I'd like for us to try out is a calling voice. A calling voice. Now, it's not a yelling or a screaming voice. If you put your hand up to your mouth like that when using a calling voice, that can help you. Here we go. Echo Mr. Brock. Hello there. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy that we're all here together again. That was kind of fun. Did your mom or your dad or whoever takes care of you come in from the back room and say, what are you doing using a calling voice during your music time? We better end with a singing version. Here we go. My turn first. Hello there. How are you? It's so good to see you. We'll sing and be happy that we're all here together again. Now I realize that Halloween has come and gone, and I really hope you had a great Halloween. But is it okay if we revisit Halloween just for one more today I want to introduce to you the freeze game. And we're going to use some spooky Halloween music. Okay, here we go. Okay, friends, are you ready to do a dance freeze game? Now, dance freeze can only happen if you are standing up. You have to be on your feet. So if you're sitting down, stand up now. Good. Now look around you. I'm in kind of a small, confined space. I don't have a whole lot of place to move. I don't have a whole lot of room to move. But I'm going to make sure two things happen. Number one is when the music stops, and I need to be using my best listening. When the music stops, I need to freeze my body and stay frozen until the music begins again. That's the first thing. So freezing when the music stops and staying frozen until it begins again. The second is I always want to be in control of my body. So I am in a tight spot. There are things that I could run into, and maybe that's your case, wherever you might be. And also, if there are other people around, I want to make sure I keep my body, my hands, my feet to myself. Okay? So, when you're moving, you're not so out of control that you're bumping into things. And we can still do some pretty spooky dance moves in small spaces, can't we? All right? So I want you to use your best listening ears. And I'm going to put on some spooky Halloween music. But when the music stops, you got to do what? That's right, you have to freeze until it begins again. Okay, are you ready? Cue music.
And spiders in my hair. This is Halloween. This town we call home. Everyone hail to the pumpkin song. In this town. And that cold down hiding in the
Wow, what great fun. How'd you do? Did you remember to stop your body from moving when the music stopped? All right. I know we normally do this in the beginning of our lessons, but I thought it would be fun to end today with a reading rhythm review. And you can probably hear I've got that beat bank going, that nice steady beat. And would you make sure you're sitting up nice and tall? And you can be sitting cross-legged, that's okay, on your bed or on the floor, but a chair is the best. My back is nice and straight, and my feet are on the floor. And I want you to tap your toe or tap your heel to the beat. Tap, 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 tap. You feel that? That nice steady beat? If you have it in your leg or legs, it'll keep you right on target. Now we're going to clap and say each of these rhythms. Here's the very first one. It's pretty easy. Do you remember what these are called? Quarter notes. That's right, quarter notes. And they get one beat each. All right? Now, if I were to say this only, I would say ta, 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 ta. If I were to clap and say, it might sound a little like this and look like this. Ta, 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 ta. Okay? So if you would clap and say this rhythm, I'll point, but you got to make sure you do the clapping. 1, 2, clap and say. Ta, 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 ta. Pretty easy peasy, eh? All right, let's go to the next one. Woo! What do we got? We got TTs, Mr. Brock. Still have my legs going, keeping that nice steady beat. This is going to go kind of quick. We say TT for eighth notes, don't we? 1, 2, here I go. T, 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 T. Now, if you were to clap this one, maybe try a little golf clap, something that's small and that won't cause you to get behind the beat. All right, let's try it. You do the clapping and the saying, and I'm going to do the pointing and the saying. 1, 2, clap and say. T, 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 T. Did you use a little golf clap that kind of looks like this, perhaps? T, 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 T. Yes, that's very formal. That's very polite, Mr. Brock. Now, what if we mix them up a little bit? Take a peek first at what you start with, what you end with, and then any surprises in the middle. Got that nice steady beat in your body? All right, let's give it a try. 1, 2, clap and say. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. How'd that go? Let's try the next card. Ooh, okay, what do we start with? Little something different. What do we end with? Anything surprising in the middle? 1, 2, clap and say. Ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta. Let's try the next card, if you please. More mixing things up. You want to give it a try? 1, 2, clap and say. Ti, 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 ta. Hey, not bad. How about another one? Get a look over here at the beginning and then at the end. And is there any trouble in the middle? You ready? Give it a try. 1, 2, clap and say. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti. Hey, not bad at all. That's kind of fun. I've got a new friend today. I almost forgot to mention, we have a brand new note, and this is called a half note, right? And this half note gets 2 counts each, 2 counts. So we are going to clap and glide our hands together. It'll look like this. Ta, ta, right? Quarter notes sound like this. Ta, 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 and then if we slow it down to a half note, ta, ta. All right, so you slide for 2 whole counts. Would you slide this half note for me and then add some quarter notes at the end? 1, 2, clap and say ta, ta, ta. Let's try it again. Ready, go. Ta, ta, ta. Got it? Half note gets how many beats, please? That's right, 2 beats. Hey, we've got another half note here at the beginning, but now we've got some trouble in the middle, don't we? Let's try this one together. 1, 2, clap and say ta, ti, ti, ta. Try it again and clap and say ta, ti, ti, ta. Kind of fun, something new. I think we've got one more card here that has a half note in it, and we're going to put him at the end. Or her. You got your knees going, your toes or your heels are tapping that nice steady beat. Oh, 1, 2, clap and say ti, 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 ta. Did you clap and slide at the end? Last try, ready, go. Ti, 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 ta. Hey, good work. Let's end where we started, a nice easy card. You do it alone, clap and say. Well done, friends. Raise your hand, abandon the elbow, and give yourself a pat on the back. Job well done. I can't wait for next week, because next week we're going to start to get into music for our next holiday that's coming up, and I hope you'll join me then. Thanks for joining in. Take good care. So long.